We're back talking with Dr. Wells, and we're going to discuss next year, for the next school year, the special education program will be moving from Grant School to Madison School.
Sure. We have a number of special education programs throughout the district. These are federal and state requirements that we provide. What's called a free and appropriate public education for students who are identified as having some sort of handicapping condition. Those are the terms used in the laws. And they are spread out all over our district. We do start serving students at age 3, and we continue through graduation or age 21. So we have a number of students in various programs throughout the entire district. This year, not unusual, we have a program that's currently operated at Grant, and it has 5 or 6 students in it. That program will move to Madison Elementary, where there's also a similar type of arrangement for particular students in the 2017-2018 school year. That was really something that came forward by looking at the staff, looking at the needs of students. Students are all of their students who are in any particular program in the district that receives what we call special education funds or Individuals with Disabilities Education Act. Under all of those laws that go with those students, there are what we call an IEP. And that really is what dictates the student's education. So within any district, students are placed in a program that meets the needs of their IEP. So students' needs can be met in any variety of instances. In this particular case, the staff came forward and asked that we consider joining the 2 programs at the 2 different locations, small numbers at both, and to better serve the actual needs of the students. So there'll be more collaboration. There'll be 2 teachers there who can share in some of this work with the students while someone else is working with students doing something else. They'll have more opportunity to work on transition. Transition is also a required state and federal activity. And in our district, students transition from 6 to 7. So they would have an opportunity to work on more things together, have more knowledge of the students' IEPs, have a greater presence of staff to assist students in the community, which may or may not be a part of their IEPs. So overall, there's a bigger student benefit as determined by the staff involved, both at Grant and Madison, for doing this. So it's really for the benefit of the students. So the process came forward sometime, I'm not really sure when the staff brought the idea forward, but the parents have all been notified of this, and there have been some transition activities taking place this spring already. So there's been open house, and I think there's been a trip together to maybe in the community. So they've been doing some of those things. We every year need to look at where all of our programs are located. So this isn't anything that's new or incredible to happen, and happens throughout districts throughout the United States. And for regular and special education students. It's not unusual for us, for example, in a year where we have, say, not enough students to run 2 sections of a grade level at a building, or we have to condense that to 1 for efficiency. And we will then contact various parents and say, you're likely going to be moved in the upcoming future to a building that's maybe within your attendance area, or we look for volunteers. All types of things happen. But at any rate, school districts have to do those types of things on a pretty regular basis, and it is part of that. So same curriculum, same skills, same everything takes place, but sometimes we just have to make building adjustments. So that's where we are.
Thank you, Dr. Wells.
Mm-hmm.